Hey you guys, what's up, what's good, what's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing well. This is just going to be a general message, so if it fits your situation or you know somebody that resonates with this, go ahead and take it. If not, just try a different video. I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. First out in the current situation is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Crossing is the Five of Cups. In the foundation, Five of Wands, past, in the past. Temperance, Sagittarius energy again. Crowning, Ten of Wands. Okay. Near future. That's a lot of major arcana. We have the Magician, Gemini and Virgo. Mercury. The Emperor, Aries, Taurus, Divine Masculine, Mars, and the Devil card here, Capricorn, Saturn, depends on who you ask. Isn't Capricorn Jupiter? Anyways, there's a couple planets with this one. Okay. Wow, shit's about to get very real. Let's just get all the cards out before I start talking on this. Fears, worries, concerns. This has been a long time coming, I'll tell you that. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. How's the universe or divine viewing this? I feel like somebody's more concerned with how the people around them are viewing them in this situation versus how the divine is viewing it. I guess we'll ask, how are the people around this situation viewing the collective right now? And then how is the divine viewing the collective right now? We'll just get both. Oh, that's beautiful. Both of them are good. The goal, always Sun card, Leo energy. Summer. What's that song? I can't think of how it goes. It'll come to me. Ooh. It'll come to me. Potential outcome. Queen of Wands, more Capricorn energy with the Four of Wands. So, what I'm basically getting... Exactly. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups. You were sticking around in something, really putting a lot of hope and faith into something. Could be a relationship as well, so someone. But ultimately, it's not something that's meant to stand the test of time. This is a temporary, I don't want to say it like this, but it's a stepping stone in your journey. And although it can be very difficult to step away from whatever this is completely, I feel like ultimately it is absolutely in your best interest. Some of you may get canned from your job. Some of you may get broken up with. Some of you may get pushed out of a situation, but I think the only reason the divine is doing this is because you were always meant to be your own leader here, and there's like a level of codependency that is, for lack of other words, unnecessary at this point. It's almost like you're being pushed into that emperor. There's a very serious contract here, a soul agreement. This card isn't always the big bad guy downstairs coming to get somebody, okay? That's not what this always is. It's also about contracts and promises and signatures, documents, anything you sign, you agree to. And I feel like you guys have been really confused because you can see a future here, but that's a future for a different timeline. It's not this one. You may have had, okay, so there are some people that believe we live the same lifetime multiple times until we get it right. I think you're channeling where you'll eventually be or where maybe you've already been. But we do have loss coming in. And it is hard for you to move on. In your mind, it's like, I don't know how, especially when you've got the Knight of Pentacles coming out as the additional message. Like, you know it's in your best interest. You know this is where the real opportunity is, but it's scary because you're used to having support or you're used to having this situation to back you up. For some of you guys, it's a job and you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. It's going to work out. I don't know how. But it is. You know how, right? Maybe there's something that you can apply for or somebody you can ask for help here. Or I really feel like you applying yourself. See, and it is Capricorn season. So, and with all the Capricorn energy here, I'm not surprised. Capricorn is the worker of the zodiac. They are the ones that, the workhorse, especially with the Knight of Wands here. So you have to be willing to do the work to get the rewards, to get the outcomes. I see so many of you being successful. People around this situation are seeing you be so successful. The divine is looking at you like you are on your path. You are right where you need to be. You're already facing your true north here. Some of you guys have been manifesting your highest timeline. When you do that, there are certain things that go. And if you're doing it intensely, like not just once at the beginning of the day and once at the end of the day, if you're doing it like multiple times throughout the day, or when you do say it, you say it like 9 million times before you let it go, you know what I mean? There could be a lot of changes that's happening really fast. You are a manifester. You're manifesting this. You are creating this because you have done the work here. And now it's time to apply that. Everything that you've sat down and learned as a student, it's time to now apply that. You have everything you need. Everything you need. That's also what the Magician is saying. So incoming energy is loss, is sadness, is letting something go. And it can be very draining. Some of you guys are going to be really tired. Maybe you have a hard time sleeping. Some of you guys might be crying a lot. We've got the moon in Cancer. So like all the emotions, especially the things you're like half in, half out. And I definitely feel like you've been on the fence, not wanting to step away from whatever this is. But now the divine and the situations are making it very obvious it's what we have to do. Or some of you, like I said, you might get canned. You might get fired from your job. So it's like you're being forced to do it. Maybe the divine waited for you for so long and you took too long. And they're like, all right, we're going to kind of come in. You know, you're waiting so long for this opportunity here. And you're like, I don't know. I don't know. And the divine just kind of comes in and they're like, all right, look. Yeah, in the recent past. The divine's been coming in, helping you to regain balance. We've got the sun and the moon out here. There's an alignment. What you're aligning yourself to, your worth, your value, your foundations that you're building. And how freaking powerful you are. I don't think you realize. The sun and the magician are sitting right next to each other in this spread. You're very powerful. I think you work with both your light and your dark. Like, you've learned to see, and that's the biggest thing about healing. I don't know if we're ever truly fully healed, but I do know that when you learn to love the best sides of you and the worst sides of you, and when you learn how to better balance the two, as difficult and frustrating and long of a process as it is, I guarantee you it's fucking worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You learn more when to bite your tongue, when to speak, which words to use when you do choose to say something. Yeah, the 4, the 6, both about foundation and balance. Another 4 and 6. Yeah. We also have 555 all right next to each other. That's a tower moment. Some of you guys are working with the tower. You're allowing it to happen. Some of you are calling the towers in by aligning with your highest timeline. Some of you have been doing the work, and it's been hard, but you are doing it. Others of you, maybe you've been fighting this change, and the divine is like, all right, I hate to do this to you, but like, we have to do this. And it's going to be really uncomfortable for a minute. Try to give yourself time to process all that's happening here, right? The thinking before speaking type thing. Because there's a lot happening at once here. I'm actually, oh, that's interesting. I'm seeing a little bit of like a tornado or a whirlwind, a whirlpool you see down here and then over here. But, I mean, that's the tower card in certain decks. Storms, the weather might be a little bit harsh in your area. Days are bright, the nights are dark. Let's grab some clarification. I don't even know what I might want to clarify. I know some of you guys are really worried about your enemies receiving their karma. Like, I can feel you guys asking me about that. Is that part of what this is when you walk away from, like, people that have been just really nasty to you and they can't hurt you anymore? You put yourself at a distance far enough where they can't get to you, or their words don't affect you because you've done the healing and you've really, like, owned your shit and proved yourself. And, like, it's like the job that you're never good enough, or like a family member that that never accepted you type thing. I don't know. This acceptance thing is huge, though. Or it's just accepting a loss that's happening. Maybe you got to trade in your car. Maybe you got to lower a bill or something. I don't know. There's some kind of a hit here. It's not feeling too financial, but we do have the 7 of Pentacles and the Queen, so it could be. But it's almost like by losing this job, you're going to end up with a way better job and a better home. And let's be honest, if you would have gotten that job or stayed in this job, you'd still be in that home, wouldn't you? So it's almost like, yeah, you lost your house, but you're going to end up in a much nicer place when all this is said and done. There's a level of really uncomfortable before this release is big. That's why it's so hard. You have to get rid of so much that it's uncomfortable. It's scary. It's like too much. That could be what the too much at once is. don't want to say you're being tested, but it kind of feels like that. It feels, that's not what this is, but it feels like it. It's always darkest before the dawn. Dark night of the soul, maybe. Temperance again. Yeah, you're going through it, but you will rise from the ashes. Sagittarius, Phoenix energy. We might be in Cappy season, but Saggy energy is still very strong. Any other clarifiers want to come out or additional messages? The Wheel of Fortune. Yes, they will receive their karma, but they probably won't receive it while you're paying attention to it. They're going to receive it once you've really moved on and like you don't even really want them to get it anymore. You have to be at that place of peace, the balance, in order for the divine to come in, karma, justice, everybody, Saturn, Jupiter, which is interesting because that's the contracts. And yes, okay, fate, destiny. People make their choices. People make their choices here. It's almost like, oh, I see why you're worried about the enemy. The enemy is the reason you're losing everything. Okay. I would be jaded. I would be bitter too. I get it. Never mind. Now this makes more sense. Okay, so yes, they are going to receive their karma. But first, you're going through this extremely transformative time where you're losing a lot to gain even more. I hope this is translating. I hope this is making sense. It will for whoever needs it, but anyways, more Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune. You are favored. You are definitely angelic. I mean, you are for sure a child of God here. You are very in touch as well. Some of you, maybe you question because of what you've been through or how long you've been through it. You can't prove yourself to people that are committed to hating you. That's been a theme. I've noticed that. And that turned my stomach because, like, I feel you. You are not alone in that. 4, 4. There's a lot of 4s here. This could be family, home. Yeah, I mentioned home. What's more with this Wheel of Fortune? I feel like there's more about the wheel specifically. The 2 of Cups. Yeah, the more you align yourself with your highest good, just focus on you. You know, you don't really... Yeah, the 5 of Coins is there. The 2 of Coins with the King of Wands. They might actually be trying to... Yeah, they may have hired somebody. Son of a bitch. There's the Witch Doctor. And the fucking 5 of Wands. Or this is a whole fucking group of people. The Chariot. This could be a whole group of people coming at you at once. That's too many people there. We got the King and Queen of Wands. And then the King of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands. That's everybody ganging up on one person. That's a bunch of fucking bullies picking on somebody on the playground. You know what I mean? Like, that's a bunch of toxic family members that... Or something. Maybe the whole staff has a problem with you. I think you just said something, though. You 9 of Coins and the Star. Exactly. 7 of Wands. Guard yourself. Protect yourself. You've got things coming in. Don't let nobody know about it. The shit that they did to you, Princess of Swords and Judgment. The Divine heard it. The Divine saw that. And the Fool card. They're going to feel like a fucking fool. This shit is ending now. There could be some major endings that happen to you, and your enemies are going to think that their magic and shit is working, but it's actually backfiring. It's going to look like it's working for a minute because you lost your house, you lost your job, you lost something here. But when you receive what you have coming after this loss, they're going to be like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. It backfired. And you had no idea. And this whole time, the divine is like planning something for you. So if you just recently lost something, do not think that this is karma on you. Someone else is doing this. The divine is allowing it to happen to an extent, but you are definitely going to be compensated for it. Yes, the Fool, the Strength, and the fucking Ace of Cups with the Sun card again. Yeah, exactly. The Hanged Woman. There's a sacrifice. Take fucking charge of your situation and let that shit go. Or let them push you out. Let them be mean. Let them say what they have to say. Let them do what they have to do. Let them involve everybody they have to involve. Let them repeat it every fucking night for 2 weeks straight. You know what I mean? Like, out of sight, out of mind. You cut the cord. You no longer have to deal with that anymore. Let it go. Or they cut the cord, so why are they still mad? You wanted me gone, I'm gone. I'm no longer clocking in. We don't have to work together anymore. Why are you still upset? I told you did a shit job. I'm holding my own. I said I'm not going to do all this extra work unless you pay me for those positions. And they're like, we're going to have to get rid of them. They go behind your back and plan this, though. This is some evil, conniving, cheesy shit. I don't like it. Ace of Wands, Hierophant, the World card, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you just focus on you. You just focus on you and your money, your family, the friends that you do still have. Exactly. The Tower comes in before the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Intuitively, you know. And look, the Knight of Coins. We have the Knight of Coins at the bottom of that deck, too. Yeah, so there are some plans that have been made up here because I think somebody's being a little bit too malicious with somebody they really shouldn't. It's interesting. They say you never know who's an angel, but, like, there are some people that are tapped into spirit and fully aware of that, and then there are some people that just don't believe it and want to attack them, and for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter, right? Because we're just a mirror anyways, so we just focus on ourselves. Wow, these people really have a fucking thing against you, though. There's so many fives. And not the good ones. It's all the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, King and Queen of Wands with the King of Pentacles. Like, that's too many people. The Two of Coins. You're like, fine, leave me out of this, you know. Some of you guys might have children that are being affected by this, and you're like, or maybe it was your child you had to stand up for. Maybe this has to do with schooling. Maybe there really is a school bully, and your child is like, I need help. Yeah, Judgment, pages, I need help. Death card. I hate it here. I want to move. I'm done with this place. These people are so mean to me. I don't know if it's the school or the neighborhood. Maybe somebody's moving because of this. Maybe somebody's switching schools. There's a lot going on here. This could be a lot of different situations. I have a hair that just will not get off my nose. I think I got it. Let's just pull from the messages of love here, and then I'll wrap with a positive affirmation after that. What are some of the lessons in all of this? We have a lot of energies. I pulled a lot of cards. I shared all of those ones. Virgo energy as well from the Knight of Pentacles. From the other deck, we have Scorpio, Libra, Leo, and Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, Scorpio again, Queen of Cups is Cancer, Taurus, Aries, all the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Taurus, we got the Emperor again, Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fortune again. The Star Aquarius. And then Virgo, Knight of Coins again. At the bottom of the deck, too. So there's a lot of signs here, but at this point in the reading, if you resonate, you resonate. If it's not for you, you're probably not even watching anymore. So let's just see what we've got. Passion, try something you've never done before. Acceptance, accepting that this is happening for a reason. And forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Especially if there is some kind of karmic debt here that the divine is seeing fit needs to be paid at this time. I don't think it's you, though. I think they're putting on a show for the other side. They wanted to play games, okay, but the game is on them. The joke is on them, I mean. Basically, they played with the wrong one, but it's going to look like it's working. They're really going to be convinced that they succeeded, that they are getting away with something. You know, I've actually seen this happen where gifted individuals, those that are in touch with spirit, have been wrongfully fired, and then that business closes. In my experience, what I've noticed is about a year later, the business is closing or already closed. And that's the Wheel of Fortune, is the 1-year cycle. So is the World card. That is a 1-year cycle as well. What is a positive affirmation to wrap this reading with? Please and thank you. Somebody has like really bad nerves. Somebody's like shaking because they're so, I don't know if this is stressed, angry. It could be the group of people here. Or maybe it's you. You're nervous because you're losing more than you are comfortable with losing right now. We have habit. Yeah, it's the group of people here. It is often said that the secret to our success is hidden within our daily routines. For all big things are just really the sum of a million little things, done consistently, done diligently, and over time. And how beautiful is it to know that we have the power to create our reality one short day at a time, one simple choice at a time, one sweet thought at a time. So tell me now, can you see your habits? Are you creating your reality today? It's about the alignment. You're aligned with something higher at this time. And the divine's having a little bit too much fun with this. Or at least for your... It's gonna take a lot of faith. It's gonna take a lot of trust. Here's a trust fall with the Fool card. Trust fall with the universe, that the universe does have your back. And with that 3 of Pentacles coming out, and the 3 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune, and Judgment. Like, there's a lot of confirmation that the divine absolutely has your back. So if you're the one that's shaky, nervous, anxiety, because it's a lot at once, breathe. Breathe. In 4 seconds, hold. Out 4 seconds. Surrender and release. That thing you are holding onto so tightly with an iron grip fist, let it go. Breathe in. Gathering up the dust from every corner of your body until you no longer feel it lurking deep within the depths of your soul. There's that. Yeah, the soul. Anyways, pause at the top of your breath and release it on a long exhale. A steady breath. I literally just said all of this. A steady breath out. Pause again. Sorry. Pause again and ask, can you surrender to the final outcome? Can you surrender to how things come back to you? This was the perfect card. Thank you. Can you surrender to the knowledge that they may not? Surrender to all possibilities, accepting that what's in store is greater than anything you could ever imagine. Surrender, dear one, and watch how you rise. That Phoenix energy. This card was perfect. Surrender and release. 30:03 on the timestamp. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. I feel like that's good. We did the thing. I hope this message was helpful for anybody that resonated with it. And I will see you guys very soon. Until then, stay beautiful.